Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so there's a story that's coming out of none other than Chicago, man. And I don't know if this is a positive thing, a negative thing. I mean, I guess there's some positive parts to this story, but man, it seems like man they are really trying to ramp up the search or the funds for the searching of the killers of none other than FBG Duck. Now, for those of you who don't know, FBG Duck was a famed Chicago rapper, and he was definitely on the more gangster and hardcore side of the game, but he was well liked and had a national hit with the song Slide. A lot of people really mess with FBG Duck. Like in the Midwest, it seemed like he had a real good lock on the situation. You can see even on his page right now, still remnants of all the shows that he used to do all throughout the Midwest. So it looks like FBG Duck was getting some coins. So that makes sense why he was shopping in the Gold Coast. But all those things combined add up to a new development in this story. Now, before we get into the specifics, please do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, all right. So let's talk FBG Duck, man. So FBG Duck, his death happened around August this year, right? And it was during the pandemic, and it was a shock all across the hip hop world, all across the world, actually, in the whole, United States. The music community all came together and thought about this event because FBG Duck, he's one of those artists that might not be as nationally known as your household names, but he's one of those cats that was like one or two steps away from that. Like the same with King Von, the same with Mo 3. Now, Mo 3 was more nationally known than well, it's hard to say. They're pretty much all on that same level. Because I was going to say he was more nationally known than King Von, but that would be false because King Von's presence in hip hop was already being felt. It was like huge. But these cats are always on the verge of just being right there where they're a household name or where they're at the situation where, they're just throwing money at them, Not to say that FBG Duck wasn't making a good living. It's just that, man, he was just one step away from just ridiculous amounts of fame and wealth before his untimely demise back in August. Now, everybody's been kind of wondering what's going to happen as far as the murder investigation. Like, who is going to look into this and will it ever get solved? Because the rumor is, and a lot of the publications say this, I've seen this on numerous documentaries, that usually the rate of solving homicides in Chicago, allegedly, is like 25% or 20%, 1 in 5, 20%. So, I mean, understand that environment where you have a 1 in 5 chance of getting caught, of committing, of getting caught up if you're even in a shooting situation. That's not bad odds. Not saying that it's a positive thing, and I am not promoting that. I'm just saying I think that's what kind of adds to the mentality in this whole human Hunger Games situation we got going on with the hip hop developed into it with Chicago's drill scene and rap scene, man. And a lot of people just brushed it off and said, man, the way that FBG Ducks, death took place and all the shooters and all the organization in it, that it probably wouldn't get solved because this sounded like, I mean, just to quote Boosie in his recent interview with Vlad, this was like some movie stuff, man. Like FBG Duck was in one of the nicest places in Chicago, one of the 7 most richest urban areas in America. So like this is an area where you might see like an Oprah or something like that. It's called the Gold Coast in Chicago. Very ritzy, very rich. There should have been no way in the world this ever happened. And maybe that's what led to the prime opportunity for it to take place. Because, through planning, obviously, this was carried out. This was an organized thing that took place with FBG Duck. Now, the latest developments say that, they might actually be looking towards finding somebody who was involved. Now, for those of you who don't know or don't remember, I just want to play this simple clip, man. It's a news clip, and it's going to catch you up to speed, just in case you're not familiar with the FBG Duck story or what took place back in August. And then once you're done with that, please come back. I mean, this is going to be really short, and then we'll talk about it in my commentary. The report there from the ABC News there in Chicago, specifically the Gold Coast, that, man, crime was at an uptick from June to July anyways. It went up 52%. And this shooting and brazen attack of FBG Duck just led to the insecurity of the folks living there, man. It made them feel really unsafe because of how brazen this attack was and how brazen the hit was. Now, once we heard the news of this, we thought, all right, man, just going to be another shooting that doesn't get solved. Well, FBG Ducks Mom took to social media and basically made a post, and she believes due to the actions of a lot of the folks there in the local community that they're going to actually find a resolution or at least catch the shooters in this situation. Now, this is what she said specifically. In her post, she said this. She said, I am proud to announce that the good people on the Gold Coast has raised $50,000 on info leading to the capture and conviction of the mass shooter that killed FBG Duck. Prayer hands, prayer hand, prayer hands. Now, she's saying in this post that the folks of the Gold Coast put together $50,000 just to lead to info for the capture of the suspects. Now, this doesn't guarantee that someone will be captured. And this doesn't guarantee that that money will definitely go to someone in order to get the information that leads to a capture. But that is a lot of money to put out there for anybody who's, just struggling or trying to, get by. $50,000, especially in the situation where, there's cameras everywhere or people talk and there's different type of associates. Man, that $50,000 might be a game changer. And I guess it was contributed by the people of that community because they're probably just mad about the situation and they're probably tired of the insecurity about the crime that they're going through. Now, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that, man, them putting up that $50,000 isn't going to do anything because most likely the people who were involved in the shooters didn't even come from that area or anywhere they know? Or is that a step in the right direction if they want to lead to a conviction in whoever killed FBG Duck? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.